Something like that. Hi, I'm Johan. Welcome to my channel. In this episode I'm going to build some headers. But first I want to know why my TIG isn't working. I rather TIG these welds with stainless rods. But we'll see what happens. If you look at these headers, they are not the same. On this one, it's longer than the middle two of them. And there's a reason for that. I'll show you. Wait. You don't want equal length headers tubes on a V8 if you're going to have long exhaust. If this one just stopped right here, it wouldn't be a problem, but I'm going to have a long tube on this one. Or if you have a turbo, then it doesn't matter either. So why would you want that then? You can divide the pulses on an exhaust in 8 because you have 8 cylinders. Quite easily explained. You have the fire order on your engine. This is a Chevy. So you have the first cylinder going out first. That means the second cylinder in the fire order is the 8th. That's the second. Then you have the 4th. That's the 3rd, and so on. What you want to do is you want to spread out these pulses because they are going to collect here in the collector. And if you have two of them very tight together, like these ones, you don't want them to meet here. You want to have a space in between. If you're going to build your own headers, it's a great opportunity to make this more correct. Does it really matter? Some say it does, some say it doesn't. If you have a long tube header, you get more horsepower on a dyno than a short one. And that's because the length of the tubes are not restricting the pulse of the exhaust. So what can you do with this then? I don't know if you can see this, but I put in a picture. What can you do to get this more right? You have your first pulse here, first cylinder here, 1. You have your second cylinder, then you have your 4th cylinder. You want to increase this gap. So you want to have a shorter one for this one. So it comes to the collector faster. And you want a longer on this one. So it takes more time. And this gap between the first and the 3rd cylinder, it's very long. So you have a longer on the first and a shorter on the 3rd. That means this one is going that way and this one goes that way. So you want them to be like this. So you want them to be like this instead. So you have the pulses coming in equal space. You have 5 and 7. So you put a shorter on the 5 and a longer on the 7. Then you space it out like this one. and the distance between those two are long, so you have a long on the 6th and a short on the 2nd cylinder. You have to consider the next firing order. You have the 8th coming here again, and also you have the 2nd here. Oh, that's a nice 2nd. And also you have a 1 here, and you have a 7 here. So you get the 6 and the 2nd. So you don't push it together too much. When you have a short on the 2nd one, you push it away from the 8th. But you have a short on the 8th, so you're pushing it together. But it doesn't matter because it's moving everything a bit. So how much longer should this one be to this one? Well, the 8 cylinder, 8 pulses, maybe 1/8 is okay. I don't think it really doesn't matter. When I'm building my own headers, it's a great opportunity to make it better. At least not make a foolish mistake. But we will see. No, I'm not tigging outside. I've been doing this on and off for 30 years, so I know it's going to blow the gas away. It's not arcing like I want it to do. So probably make these headers, and I can remake them if I don't like them, or I wrap it with bandages anyway, so it won't be seen. And when they fail, I can build a new one. It's not that expensive when you buy tubes like this, and you cut them with the miter saw, you get the right angles, and it's easier to make a good tight weld.
Oh, the roof lining experiment just keeps going, doesn't it? Like, pretty good silver those in here.
So just to make sure in case it's heat and
this will be 1,800 cities participating. Going to be well over a million Americans choosing to protest. If you're American and you can make one of these protests,
research paper I mentioned are all going to be linked in the description down below for you to read. So without any further ado, let's kick things off and start by looking up. Now June can only mean one thing in the astronomy world, and that is the solstice, which they want to spot the Milky Way, like we chatted about in last month's Night Sky News. That would be the best time to try and do it. Also, the further south you are, the better chance in the ever-growing doubt in the scientific community that we have actually detected a sign of life on K218b. So, K218b is a detection of dimethyl sulfide, just like there was in the aftermath of the first claim back in 2023, which again I covered on this channel at the time. And it's likely there's going to be a lot more research groups that come from the asteroid Bennu. Both of those extensions have been cut. These are both missions that, download the data that they collected back to Earth. They'll just fly past both of their objects and...
It seems...
A bottleneck of Port Phillip Bay, and so all this water has to rush in and rush out, and so it's really important to there is some remaining swell left over from the system that's just passed through. I expected it.
4. And then it's a starboard. Go on there. Hopefully, if we get them mixed up, we'll be able to find out. Many years ago, 35, 40 years ago. They're completely unusable as planks, but they can recycle them as the for on
It's nice when you can put your hand through the muffler. No, they're not going to be this long. Maybe like that. We'll see.
Gray. It's gonna be spotty. No longer have the tension in them.
That's about right.
48.
Something like that. I don't know if I should cut them at an angle or not, but we'll see. I hope you liked this video, and if you did, why don't you put down a like or a comment? And if you have watched the video so far, you are the one I want as a subscriber, because YouTube doesn't know what it's doing right now. So I see you in the next one, I guess. Bye.